found a hidden campsite nestled away on the edge of the Rut National Forest in northern Colorado. This is an area of Colorado not many people talk about, at least not for overlanding. Steamboat Springs is nearby, so it's well known for winter sports and tourism. But beyond that, we couldn't find a lot of information outside of the Forest Service website and trailsoffroad.com. Getting set up early meant we had plenty of time to prep a good meal and get the campfire started. And Julesy got some time to play and pretend before dinner. We decided this was going to be a steak and potatoes night with corn on the cob. We'd picked up some New York strip steaks in Alpine, Wyoming, and were excited to toss them on the grill. Now, if there's one thing they do well in Wyoming, it's beef. And these steaks were perfect. It's nice having both the grill and the stove for when we want to cook a few sides. We settled into our surroundings, and if this campsite was an indication of things to come, we were already impressed.
Morning. Well, so we ended up driving all the way from Wyoming, where we were, to northern Colorado. Wyoming's rough, I'll tell you. Like, it's beautiful, but if you're not prepared for it, it'll kill you, literally. Temperatures dropped from, well, let's see, it was like 75, 80 during the day. It's 30 at night. 30. That's cold. We're prepared. Cold weather gear, thermals, you name it. Propane heater, everything. We're ready for the cold. But it was that combined with the wind. That's another thing about Wyoming. The wind is unforgiving. And we were up at the top of Monument Ridge, and it was like hurricane force winds. It almost took the door off the Jeep. Like, I went to open the door to get out to take some video, photographs, whatever. And the moment I opened the door, it was like, wham! Whoa! Holy smokes! That fast. So we decided that it was time to move on. So now we're in beautiful northern Colorado. And it's great. Like, I'll tell you, I have not had one single bad experience in Colorado. Not one. Nope. So we're here, surrounded by these fields of flowers. Like, I know they're not all up this morning just yet, but just fields of beautiful yellow wildflowers. Saw some antelope on the way. That was cool. Saw a fox hunting. That was awesome. Experiences like National Geographic kind of stuff. Anyway, let's get to it. So you never know what you're going to find when you go out and find a campsite. But this is cool. Can't tell you how old it is. The rope actually looks pretty new. But check this out. Somebody made a swing.
This is super high.
Ready to rock and roll. You ready, Julesy?
Yeah.
All right.
Once we hit the main dirt road, we worked our way south to jump onto Twin Mountain Trail, which runs alongside Hahns Peak.
have been a bit of PTSD there.
Made it.
It's not funny.
Well, it's not as bad so far.
Well, we found a good rocky trail.
Hey, it's better than snow and mud.
That way, just ahead. There you go. Start turning that way. So I guess we found one of the most untouched, beautiful places in Colorado. But I will say, our search for a campsite has so far not worked out. We've been on a stretch of road for miles and miles, and there was no pullouts for a campsite. But what we did find was beautiful. Let me show you.
Fell back to Plan B and stopped for a night at the Forest Service campground at Hahns Peak Lake.
So yesterday we drove forever, literally all day, hours and hours and hours, but needless to say, we never found an actual camp spot. And so because of that, campgrounds are typically not our thing. We prefer dispersed camping, but we are not too proud to stay at a campground. This one is gorgeous, clean, really spaced out, which is nice, especially for people who prefer dispersed camping. Anyway, so yeah, we've never driven through so much land and literally did not find one single camp spot. Actually, there was one camp spot, but an overlander had already taken it, which was a beautiful spot, but we had no idea it was the only spot. Anyway, so that's how we ended up here, and it was a super peaceful night, zero wind, so that was amazing. But yeah, we've enjoyed the fish jumping in the lake and the ducks and the deer and all sorts of other things. So yeah, great fire pit too.
So we head out again, this time east, to visit family and friends and do a little East Coast wheeling. We'll be putting in highway miles for most of the long haul since we're limited on time and have over 1,700 miles to get there. But we'll be back to Colorado someday, guaranteed. That's it for this one. For extended versions of this episode, bonus content, and more, subscribe to our channel over at Six Overland. It's something small you can do to help us out. Thanks for watching. Our journey has just begun.